Hi there, you're welcome to the channel. This is Mercy and this is Mercy's New. On today's video, I'll be sharing with you some of the lessons that I have learned going through uni. University is that one-time experience that I believe that is going to be very hard to have again. You get to meet lots of people, you get to experience different things, explore different things. It's the first time you're going to be making major choices for yourself, experiencing new things, trying out new things, and like it's a lot going on at once, right? And if you're not very conscious, you might make lots of mistakes and lots of wrong choices. Hence, I put together some of the lessons I have learned going through uni to share with you. I hope that the lessons that I'm going to be sharing with you will help you make better choices as you go through uni. It's just going to help you to be more conscious of the places or the things that you focus on. For the majority of people, university is the first time you're going to be making major choices for yourself. It's the first time you're going to be experiencing liberty to do the things that you want to do, the things that you don't want to do. And people get caught up in this, get confused, go astray, make wrong choices, and then they start to regret after. Regret after. Kiss my mental tongue. Anyways, and then you start to regret after. So it's very important that you're conscious of the things that you're investing your time and your resources in. I put together some of the lessons that I have learned so far to share with you so that it will help you, acts as a guide to you as you go through uni, as you make choices, as you choose the things that you invest in. When I was in high school, I was like, you know what, I just want to get this university over and done with. I want to start doing my hair. I want to be able to experience some level of freedom. I was in a boarding school, meaning my timetable was planned for me, my meals were planned for me, everything was literally done for me. I literally just had to study my books, wash my clothes, do those things. If you go to a boarding school, you know what I'm talking about. You have no sense of freedom. So I wanted to get into university so fast. And going into university, I would say I was lucky to have quite a number of older friends that helped me pull through. I learned a lot of things from them, and I didn't make crazy decisions when I just started university. There are a lot of conscious choices that I made, and that has helped me so far. So without further ado, let's get right. If you've chosen what you want to study already, I'm hoping and praying that your choice of what to study is influenced only by you and what you love. Do not do a course in the university because people have asked you to do that course, or because your friends are doing that course. That's the worst mistake you can make at a point in your life where you're still trying to figure out yourself. There are lots of commitment in the university, learning how to be independent, and you're studying at the same time. Hence, it's important that you love what you're studying to be able to focus, to be able to decide to study. Choosing to study something that you love gives you the opportunity to learn more about something that you have genuine interest with. It will help you not only in your university days, but it's going to help you shape your choices even for your years after university. You don't want to study something in university simply because somebody has asked you to study a course, probably a friend, a colleague, or your parents have told you to study something. And then after university, after spending so much money, resources, not just on tuition fee, also on accommodation and the many other expenses that go into you going through university, you don't want to spend all that money. And then at the end of the day, you have nothing to show for that certificate, right? It's just like, I was doing these things to please my parents, I was doing these things to please my friends, or to belong. Even if at the end of the day, you don't do, or what you continue to do isn't related to the course that you study in school, at least you have the peace of mind that you study something that you love and not something that was influenced by people. Mental capacities are extremely different. We may be friends, but we don't have the same mental capacities for some courses. Some people are extremely good at math and physics. Others cannot even bear to sit in a math or a physics class. So do not even compare yourself. Like, if theater arts is what you can do, go for theater arts. Don't try to live up to standards with your friend. It's going to take your friend much pleasure to solve math, but it's going to disgust you to study math, and you might end up frustrated, tired, and just you want to give up. You think that school is not necessary simply because you don't love the thing that you're studying. It's going to take your friend less effort, less time, and it's going to be pleasurable to study, but to you it's going to take you a lot of energy. It's going to be boring. It's going to take you lots of time, and you might end up just being frustrated in university, spend tremendous amount of time just repeating courses and spending many more years in university simply because what you're studying is not for you. The next point on my list is have friends but focus on yourself. Guys, it's easy to get carried away with friendships in the university. It's easy to just want to hang around your friends, study with them, go partying with them, attend events with them, and do all kinds of things with them, right? But people are making silent moves in this life. That you go to classes with that friend of yours, you go to parties with that friend of yours, you do different activities with that friend of yours. You guys have sleepover, doesn't mean that friend of yours is telling you everything that is happening in their life. People are making silent moves. Stop being a mumu, stop being a fool, stop being a follower. Make moves yourself. You're going to wake up one day and you hear that your friend has gotten a job with this big company, and you'll be asking yourself, when did this person apply to this company? You're going to wake up one day and hear that your friend has traveled abroad. When did this person start making papers that I wasn't even aware of? You're going to wake up one day and hear your friend has gotten married, has put to birth. Just many good things have happened in the life of the people that you're working with. And you'll be like, oh, so I've been here wasting my time while other people are making moves. After you go to that party with that person, they go back into their room, go to their computers, and they're doing research. They're going for scholarships. They're looking for scholarships. They're looking for opportunities to better their lives. And you should be doing that as well. Nobody will ever tell you everything that is happening in their lives, and you should do the same. You don't have to spill everything that is happening in your life. Make moves yourself. Don't just go to class and come and cover your book when it's time for CAs, exams. You write exams and then you close your books again. No. Do other things to better yourself. If you're looking for scholarships abroad, look for your scholarships. If you're trying to apply to places to get a job, apply to places. If you're building a relationship, build that relationship, work on it. You never know where life takes you. Life is not only in your classroom, right? So make moves. The third point on my list is study hard. This was an obvious point. Like, I cannot talk about going through university, lessons that I've learned going through university, and then I don't talk about studying hard. I mean, the essence of going to school is to study, to gain knowledge. And if you're paying school fees, you're paying accommodation and all other expenses that go into your university education, and then you're not studying, then it is wastage of resources, it's wastage of time, and you shouldn't even invest in that if you don't intend to study. So yeah, study hard. See, school is not a scam when you're studying something that you're genuinely interested in. You're studying something that is going to, and you're gaining knowledge, even if you end up not using that knowledge. But knowledge is power. Plus, your certificate might be your only chance at success. It's true that your certificate doesn't determine how far you're going to go in life or if you're going to be successful. But your certificate is going to open certain doors for you that someone without a certificate cannot get into. It's true that people are looking for skills, but at the same time, it doesn't negate the fact that some people are still looking for the degrees. Life does not happen the same for everybody. There are people that without the degree, they'll be able to enter places, but maybe for you, you will need that degree to enter that same place. If you intend to continue with the master's, you will need that degree with good grades for a master's. If you intend to do a PhD, you're going to need that degree for a PhD. Companies are still looking for the good grades. The fourth point on my list is network and build relationships. Guys, university is that one point in your life, or that one time in your life, that you have the opportunity to network and build relationship with as many people as possible. I'm not saying that you should have everybody as your close friend. Have a close circle, a small circle, but then be able to talk to people outside your circle. Go for parties, go for lunch dates, join clubs in school and outside of school, dance clubs, singing clubs, just any kind of extracurricular activities that you have interest in. There is a quote by Robert Kiyosaki that says that the richest people in the world are those that look for and build network. You cannot overemphasize the importance of people in your life. I have a friend that told me that the pinnacle of him going through uni wasn't even the degree that he got, but the relationships that he built over his years in university. Those relationships have gone a long way to help him after university. The amount of knowledge that you need to be able to thrive in life cannot be gotten in a classroom. Just a tiny little bit of everything that you need to know is gotten in the classroom. Using myself as an example, I studied business in school, but as a lady, I need to understand what's happening to my body. I need to know how to calculate my menstrual cycle. I need to be able to pay attention to the changes that are happening to my body and just take note of them. But I didn't study biology at school, so am I supposed to just stay like that? Of course no. I need to know that these changes are happening. How am I supposed to handle it? What is happening to my body? It is important for me to know those things, you understand? So go out, meet people, have conversations, talk about different things. You might not need so much information on technology, but you need to know that if this thing is happening to your phone, instead of spending money to go to a technician, you can press this and this, and your phone is fine. You don't need to go into the details, but at least have some level of information on different topics. So after school, go out, attend seminars, meet people through other people's, leverage social media. Social media is one of the easiest ways to connect with different people around the world. So leverage social media as much as you can. Some of the university relationships that you form are going to serve you in the future. You never know. Your employer might be somebody you randomly met at a restaurant, at a birthday party, at a seminar or something. You might find your spouse. We know many people that tell us that they found each other in the university. It happens. You might find yourself in a conversation with some people, and that's where your business starts from. That's where the next level of your life is going to sprout from. So take opportunities, take chances at meeting people and communicating with people. I understand that some people are introverts. I'm an introvert myself. I'm not the one to make the first move at friendship. In fact, I'm learning to, and I've greatly improved. But you need to push yourself. You can never get anything in your comfort zone. You need to stretch yourself beyond your limits to be able to get to your next level. Spend your money on experiences. University can get you all caught up in keeping up with the Joneses. You want to go to every latest restaurant in town. You want to get the latest dress, the latest hair, the latest bag, the latest shoe. What a waste of resources. The most painful part of this is all of these things are fast fashion items, meaning if you wear them 1, 2, 3 times in the next 6 months or 1 year, you cannot wear them again. I understand that sometimes it can be hard to discipline yourself given the fact that these things are in our faces, right? They make them so cheap, and then there are ads everywhere. When you scroll on Facebook, after every school there's an ad of something that is just throwing itself in your face and just like, I need to own this thing. You're scrolling on Instagram, and at every scroll there is this new item that is looking so flashy, and your mind is telling you that you need to buy this thing. And then excuse me, now even on WhatsApp status, as you look at 2, 3 status, the next person is displaying clothes, and it's just like, oh my god. And every time that you scroll, I need to own this bag, I need to own this shoe, I need to own this. Self-discipline is what comes into play here. You need to discipline yourself to avoid spending your money on things that are not going to add value to your life. Plus the fact that these items are really cheap. Sometimes you don't even realize how much you're spending. We have cheap brands out there like Shein and the rest that sell really cheap stuff. Sometimes because you're buying these things at very cheap rates, you don't see that you're spending money. Sum up this money over time and you realize what bad choice you've been making. Like, you don't feel it because you're removing the money bit by bit, but when you accumulate the money, you see that you've spent on things that you really do not need. You've made many bad choices. So just discipline yourself. I'm in no way saying that don't spend money on buying clothes, buying shoes, but then be moderate. Discipline yourself, set priorities, work on a scale of preference. I strongly believe in a scale of preference, and that's what I've done over time. I set my priorities, I set a scale of preference. If I show you my Shein cart, you see plenty clothes there. But every time that I go there and I want to pay for something, ask myself, do I really need this thing? If it's not something that I really need, I don't buy it. If you see me buy a dress, I've thought about it and I've planned for it ahead of time. I'm not an impulse buyer when it comes to clothes, shoes, bags. I don't buy things on impulse. I'm not at the point in my life where I have so much money to throw away buying clothes. Dresses are not adding any value to your life. The truth is, you're going to wear these dresses for a couple of times and they're going to get worn out. Look at this BBL fashion that is out there, this fast fashion. Some of them are so cheap in quality that when you wear them 1, 2, 3 times, you cannot wear them the 3rd time. Experiences are long lasting. They are mind building, they are educational, they help your mental health, and they can change the course of your life because you're going to be meeting people from different places with different points of view, different cultures. Your knowledge is expanding and you're just becoming a better version of yourself. Your experiences become part of you. I read a quote somewhere that says that your identity isn't defined by your possessions, but it's actually an accumulation of the places you've been, the lessons you've learned, and the experiences that you've had. To think about it, buying a shoe isn't going to give you a life-changing experience, but probably moving to a new city, moving to a new place, having to learn a new culture, having to learn a new language, a new way of doing things is life-changing, is life-evolving. So why not invest in that? Personally, I'm going to regret that I didn't experience something that I had the opportunity to experience, and I'll regret owning a new dress. Like, the dress has passed, more good things are going to come, better fashion is going to come over time, but that experience, I might never have it again, so I'd rather go for the experience. Guys, broaden your horizons. This should be the 6th point on my list, and it is take on internship opportunities. University is going to make more sense, your degree is going to make more sense when you have some level of experience attached to it. I made very good use of this opportunity in university to take on as many internships as possible. First year, second year, third year, I've had internships through my 3 years of university, and it's helped me gain a lot of skills. You are able to put into practice all the theory that you're learning. It could even help you make a choice on whether or not you want to continue what you're studying. You're going to see how the business of what you're studying works, and if you're actually interested in it or not. Also, you get to deal with people in a professional setting, and it just builds your professionalism, builds your interpersonal skills. Lots of skills that are going to be needed for the workplace. One very important point about getting internships is it gives you a competitive edge. As an employer, I'll take a candidate or a fresher that has some level of experience over an inexperienced fresher. Why? First of all, because it's going to cost me less. Training is going to cost me way less than it's going to train somebody with zero knowledge about how the business environment functions. Secondly, it's going to take less time to train. When a new person comes to the company, they have to train the person. The person has to know how the company culture works, has to get integrated into the system of the company. And for somebody that already understands how the environment works, the business environment works, it'll be easy for that person to integrate into the company than it will take somebody that has completely no knowledge. So take on internships so that you have an upper hand over people that don't have any experience. During your internship, you would have to work with people in teams. You meet people from different places. You meet people from different backgrounds with different experiences. You're going to learn from them. You're going to learn how to deal with people in a professional setting. It's going to help you build your confidence because you have to communicate with people. You have to, during your training sessions, you're going to learn lots of things that will improve the quality of your work. So invest in internships. Take on, even if your school doesn't provide you with the opportunity for internships, take on personal internships. It will help you. Now the thing is, lots of people are looking for paid internships. It's true, if you're able to find a paid internship, why not? But if you cannot find a paid internship, still go for unpaid internship because you're going to gain skills. I wasn't fortunate to get paid internships, but I still took up the internship opportunities because it helped me to gain lots of skills that will help me as I continue to grow. The last but one point on my list, learn to manage your money. This time of your life, you're not handling lots of money. Your parents are still providing with your allowance and all. Start learning how to manage money. Start learning how to be frugal. I already mentioned when I was talking about spending money on experiences that it's easy to want to waste money. It's easy to want to buy anything that comes your way. It's easy to want to belong in the group of people that are spending money and all those things. Guys, it's not going to help you. Learning how to manage your money will help you reach your financial goals easier. It's going to help you to learn how to save. At this point in your life, you're not handling anything monumental, anything grand, anything big. So just learn how to save money, learn how to manage your money, learn how to prioritize and spend money on the things that are important. If something is not very important, instead of spending that money, why not save that money? Instead of you going to a big restaurant to eat or eating out every day, going out with friends to eat every day, buy foodstuffs, learn how to cook food in your house and save the change. Accumulate that money. You never know, in the future you're going to need that money for something. Now that parents are still sending you money, Immediately after university, life changes, trust me. And you learning how to save while you're still in school will help you a lot after that. This takes me to the last point: start a business if you have the opportunity to. Now, you don't need to ask for capital from people if you've already learned to save money. Probably in your first, second year, you've saved enough money that can help you start a small business. You don't have to start big. Start small. You don't need to do anything big. You never know, the business that you start while in university might be the business that will help you survive immediately after university, before you find something that you're going to do permanently, or it might even become your permanent hustle after university. I'll use this as an opportunity to tell you about my newsletter, which I send out every Sunday. It's a newsletter on which I share my lessons, experiences, and thoughts as I navigate life. Too many things. Some of them I share them on YouTube as well. I share them on my Instagram as well. But there are certain things that remain only in the newsletter. So if you want to get that part of the juice and the gist that I share, please subscribe. I'm going to be leaving the link in the description box. You need not pay anything. It's absolutely free. All you need to do is follow the link and fill in your email address, click the subscribe button, and every Sunday you're going to receive an email from me. I'm also going to leave the link of some of the emails I've written so far. Read them, and if you love the content, please subscribe here as well, and follow me on Instagram. My Instagram link is in the description box. Follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook. Thank you very much, and I'm going to see you on my next one.